Good morning and welcome to this Monday morning session of Yog Online. Sit comfortably and sit tall. Lift the sides of the tongue. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the crown of the head. Take the arms out to the side. Stretch across the chest. Move your wrists away from each other. Turn the palms to face up. Lengthen the wrists away. Lengthen the elbows away. Bend at the elbows and join your palms. Keep the chest open. The palms are just touching. Don't press the palms together. Take the head slightly back. Eyes closed. Focus on the breath. We'll begin by chanting Om 3 times. Take a slow, deep breath in. Slowly release your hands. Open your eyes. Take your arms up to the side. Turn the palms to face up. Bend the elbows. Draw the elbows together. Breathing in, raise up the arms. Stretch the armpit. Lift the elbows. Lift the trunk. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. Lift. Stretch the armpits. Lift the elbows. Take the navel back. Breathe out. Release. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out to release. Let's change the direction. Breathe in to lift. Out to release. Breathe in to lift. Maintain the stretch. Stretch the armpit. Breathe out. Release. Breathe in to lift. Stretch the armpit. Breathe out. Release. Draw your hands onto your thighs. Wrap your knees and fingers. Wrap your palms and fingers around the knees. Roll the shoulder back once again. Lift the sternum. Move the navel forward. And as you breathe out, tuck the chin under, move the navel back, the shoulders back, round the back. Breathe in to come forward. Lift. Breathe out, tuck the chin under, take the navel back, take the sternum back. Breathe in, come forward, move the navel forward, move the sternum forward, lift the crown of the head. And as you breathe out, the chin under, release the crown of the head, take the navel back, take the sternum back. Maintain this posture of the rounded back for a few moments. Feel the release in the shoulder area. Soften the navel by taking it back. As you breathe in, draw the navel forward, draw the sternum forward, and lift the crown of the head. Bend the elbows to lift chest. Move the lower shoulder blade into the body, open the chest and look up. Place your fingertips on the floor. Roll the shoulders back. Take your right hand behind you. Take your left hand over the right knee. Breathing in, lift the sides of the tongue. And as you breathe out, move the navel, move the shoulder blades, and look over your right shoulder. Each time you breathe out, soften the abdomen. Move the shoulder blades, move the chin. Feel the softness of the abdomen and the strength of the arms allowing you to turn. Your gaze, release your hands, and let's change sides. Take your left hand behind you, take your right hand over the left knee. Breathing in, lift the side of the tongue. And as you breathe out, move the navel, move the shoulder blades, look over your left shoulder. And with each exhalation, move the navel, soften the abdomen, and twist a little more. Slowly release. Wrap your hands around your knees, roll the shoulders once more, breathing in, raise up the head. And as you breathe out, lift the crown of the head and draw the chin to the chest. Feel the length of the cervical spine and the softness of the abdomen. Slowly release and come to stand. Come to stand with your feet hip-width apart, roll the shoulders back. Soften the abdomen, take the navel back. Move this floating rib in, but keep the chest open. Extend the arms out to the side of the tongue. So press your feet down, move your thighs back, broaden across the chest. Take the upper arms slightly behind the hip, up floating. Rub in, roll the shoulders back, and stretch the arms down. The action here is that the arms move down while you lift the chest at the same time. That's the action in Tadasana. There's a dual action. The chest lifts and the arms extend down. Press your feet down, open the backs of your knees, push your thighs back to lock the legs, lock the hip, broaden across the chest. When you are moving your sternum forward, you have the openness of the chest. Take the shoulder blades into one and extend the arms down. Take a few moments in this pose, but focus on your feet pressing down, your thighs pushing back to lock the legs, fix the hip, move the navel back, broaden across the chest. From the shoulders, feel the arms extending towards the floor. Feel the activity of the palms, the fingers, and the feet. At the same time, lift the crown of the head. Hands on your hips, roll your shoulders back. Take your right foot out to 90 degrees and turn the knee to follow. Turn the knee to follow, so both knees are in line. Imagine they're pressed against a wall. And turn your hip and trunk to face forward. Take your arms out to the side. Turn the palms to face up. Lengthen across the chest, broaden across the chest. Take the navel back, take the floating rib back, and focus on the knee rolling out. At the same time, bring your attention to the standing leg, more than the bent leg. From here, breathe in, raise up your arm, a full extension of the sides of the trunk. Now focus on the standing leg. Lift out of the standing leg, lift the hips, lift the side of the trunk, but the navel faces forward, the sternum faces forward. Lift the crown of the head and press the foot of the standing leg firmly down. Spread your palms, spread your fingers. Breathe out. Let's change sides. Stand firmly on the right foot. Turn your left knee out to the left side. Try to get both your knees in line. Turn the navel to face forward. Turn the sternum to face forward. Take your arms out to the side and lengthen your wrists away from each other. Lift the armpits away from the hip. Push the navel back. Press the thigh back, the standing leg. Turn the palms to face up. Breathe in and raise up the arms. A full extension of the side of the trunk. At the same time, broaden across the chest. Press the foot of the standing leg down. Move the thigh of the standing leg back. Open the backs of the knees and stretch. Spread your palms, spread your fingers, lift the crown of the head. So feel the length of the spine and the softness of the abdomen as you lift. Breathe out. Stand with your feet hip-width apart once again. Turn your right leg out to 90 degrees. Turn the hip and trunk to face forward. You can choose to keep your foot positioned on the floor or take it out onto the shin. Once it's on the shin, look at a spot in front of you, find your balance. Now focus on the standing leg. Push your thigh back to lock the leg, lock the hip. The navel faces forward, the sternum faces forward. Take your arms out to the side to find your balance. Turn the palms to face up. Breathe in and raise up the arms. From the standing leg, lift the sides of the trunk, lift the navel, lift the sternum, lift the crown of the head, stretch the palms, stretch the fingers. Breathe out. Change sides. So spread all 5 toes of the standing leg. Take the left leg out to the side, the navel and sternum faces forward. If balance is a problem, you can hold onto the wall or keep your foot on the floor. If not, move your foot onto the shin. Find your balance, look at the spot in front of you. Take the arms across the side, push the standing leg back. Lift the navel, lift the sternum. Turn the palms to face up. Breathe in and raise up the arms. A full extension of the sides of the trunk. Stretch the armpit. Spread the palms, spread the fingers. Keep lifting the trunk and pressing the standing leg back. Breathe out. And roll the shoulders back. That was Asana, known as tree pose in English. It's good for all-round body and mind coordination. It brings a sense of balance and opens up the hips at the same time. Take the arms onto the side, roll the shoulders back, extend the arms down, lift the chest, broaden across the chest. Press your palms down, press your fingers. From here, place your hands on your hips once again and stretch out your legs. Stretch out your legs for Prasarita. So press firmly on all 5 toes of both legs. Push your thighs back, open the backs of the legs. Keep your hands on your hips. Press the feet down, push the thighs back, open the backs of the legs. Roll the shoulders back, breathe in and look up. Lift the navel away from the floor. Lift the sternum away from the navel and look up. Breathe into the space created in the chest. And release your gaze forward. Draw the chest forward. And place your hands on your thighs. Place your hands on your thighs. From here, turn your right leg out, turn your left leg in. Place your left hand onto the hip. And place your right palm on the thigh, the middle finger in line with the knee. Breathe in, lift the sides of the trunk, and as you breathe out, slide your hand down over the right leg. But the work here is to keep the navel facing forward and the sternum facing forward as you release down. Breathe in. And now as you breathe out, focus on the navel facing forward, the sternum facing forward. Keep the chest open and slide your hand further down, wherever comfortable for you without bending the knees. Breathe in to come up. So you'll find that as you go down, you want to drop the navel. The navel and sternum continue to face forward. One more time, breathe in, and as you breathe out, slide your hand down. The navel and sternum faces forward. Look forward, the trunk faces forward. And change legs. Turn your left leg out, turn your right leg in. The hip and trunk faces forward. Release your left palm onto the left thigh. And use this hand to turn the navel forward. Press firmly on the outer edge of the back foot, all 4 corners of the front foot. Spread your foot. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, slide down the left palm, middle finger in line, and keep turning the navel and sternum to face forward. Breathe in to come up. And once again, use your breath to take you down. Slide the middle finger in line with the knee. And can you slide it further without turning the navel and sternum? Forward. Breathe in to come up. One more time. Breathe out. Try to go down a little further. Breathe. Turn your feet to face forward. Keep your hands on your hips. This time around, we're going to raise up and stretch from the right hip all the way through the armpit, through the wrist. Turn your right foot out to your left foot in and move the trunk to face forward. Now maintain the length from the hip to the armpit. Lean back slightly onto the left. And as you breathe out, maintain the extension. So cut the hip here. Keep the navel and sternum facing forward and keep the length of the side of the tongue as you take the chest down. Don't take your hand down yet. Try to keep the upper arm in line with the ear. Take the side of the trunk down, then release your hand. Once you've released your hand onto the shin or the ankle, turn the trunk to face forward. Ideally, your spine should be horizontal. Now press on the back foot, all four corners of the front foot, and lengthen the spine horizontally. With a slight bend in the elbow, take the trunk lower. Slide your hand down, turn the navel and sternum to face forward. Now take up your left hand. Keep the trunk straight, keep the spine horizontal, press firmly on both your legs. Your thighs roll away from each other, focus on the breath. Now stretch your wrists away from each other and open the chest. Turn your foot face forward and over to the left. These are basic poses. Vriksasana and Uttita Trikonasana are the basis of our standing pose, which will be the focus for this week, standing poses. Breathe in, raise up the left arm, slightly lean over to the right side just to create this length from the hip to the armpit. Press firmly on all four corners of the front foot and the outer edge of the back foot. Now keep the upper arm fixed to the ear. And now as you reach across your left side, can you keep the upper arm and the ear fixed, maintaining the stretch of the left side of the trunk, and stretch the armpit down. And reach over to your ankle or your shin, wherever comfortable. Turn the hip to face, turn the navel and sternum to face forward, and slide down further. You want your spine to be horizontal. With a slight bend in the elbow, draw the trunk further down, release your hands further down the leg. Now press firmly on the outer edge of the back foot, all four corners of the front foot, and raise up the right arm. Turn the trunk to face forward, turn the navel to face forward. Press on all four corners of the front foot, the outer edge of the back foot. Lengthen the spine and the crown of the head horizontally, and stretch away from both your wrists. Open the chest. Breathe in. Up. Turn your feet to face forward. Roll the shoulders back. Toe heel, toe heel, toe heel. Walk your feet together, hip width apart. Interlace your fingers in front of you. Rotate up the wrist. Turn the palms away from you. Breathe in and raise up the arms. Now, press on all four corners of both your feet. Press your feet down. Push your thighs back to open the backs of your legs. Now stretch the trunk. Lift the navel. Lift the sternum. Stretch the armpit. A full extension of the side of the trunk, the front body and the butt body. Spread your fingers, spread your palms. Your feet down, push the thighs. Find the length in the body. Breathe out and release your hands. Roll the shoulders back. Now, if you can, join your feet together. If you have high blood pressure, menopause, or pregnant, keep your feet apart. Interlace your fingers, change the bind of the interlock. Rotate at the wrist, turn the palms away from you. Breathe in and stretch the trunk. A full extension of the front body, the back body, the side body. Move the navel back, lift the sternum. Push your thighs back, open the backs of the knees. Press your feet down to lift the arms. Press your feet down to lift the trunk. Lift the crown of the head. Body is becoming taller. And the spine is becoming taller. Stretch the armpit. Breathe out. Just keep your hands on your hip. Shoulders back. Keep your feet hip width apart. Now, once again, breathe in, raise up the arms. Keep the arms hip width apart for Utkarasana. And as you breathe out, bend the knees and descend the hips for Utkarasana. Keep the lift of the navel and the lift of the chest as you bend the knees and release. The trunk extends upwards, the knees bend, the hips release lower. Up, breathe out and release your hands. We're going to use the breath for these actions now. So breathe in, raise up the arms. Breathe out and release the hip. Breathe in to lift the trunk. Breathe out, release the hip a little more. Breathe in to lift, out to release. Breathe in to come up. Breathe out. Roll the shoulders back. Open the chest. One more time. Breathe in, raise up the arms. Breathe out, descend the hips, maintaining the openness of the chest. Breathe in to stretch the trunk. Breathe out, release the hips. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out, release. Breathe in to come up. Breathe out and release your hand. Roll the shoulders back. Extend your arms out to the side and stand tall. Join your feet together if you're able to. Lift the sternum, lift the navel, move the navel back. Engage your thighs and stretch the fingers down, stretch the palms down. At the same time, lift the crown of the head and stand tall. There's a dual action here from the feet all the way up to the crown of the head. There's a lift. Now from the feet to the sternum, feel the stretch and the lift. Roll the shoulders back. From the tops of the shoulders to the fingertips, feel the attention and the energy running down the arms. Now keep the head soft, keep the face soft, and focus on your breath. From the feet all the way up to the sternum, feel the energy rising. And from the shoulder blades all the way to the fingertips, feel that extension of the energy going down. Soft. Keep the head soft and focus on the breath. As you breathe in, feel the breath filling up from your feet all the way to the chest. And as you breathe out, from the shoulders through the fingertips. And slowly release. Come to kneel on your mat. Take your knees as wide as the mat. Sit back. And stretch forward into child's pose. Stretch the sides of the tongue. Stretch the sides of the tongue. Release the elbows, release the forehead. Soften the abdomen. Front back. Feel the stretch at the sides of the tongue. From here, tuck your toes under. And a gentle stretch into Adho Mukha Svanasana, which is also considered a standing pose. Press on that middle finger, press on the mouth between the index finger and the thumb. And keep the knees bent, lift the hips, and lengthen the sides of the trunk like you did in Utkarasana once again. Spread the palms, spread the fingers, lift the hips, and then walk to straighten the legs. Walk to straighten the legs. Walk the front thigh to the back thigh, open the backs of the knees, lift the hips, draw the chest down, and come to lie back. Right, flatten your back, keep your knees up and your feet flat on the floor. And now soften the abdomen, release the navel to the floor. Both hands, draw both your knees in towards the chest. As you breathe out, soften the abdomen, creating space for the thighs to move in. Straighten your right leg, straighten your left leg. Keep the legs straight, roll out your thighs, soften the abdomen. Release your shoulder blades to the floor. Maintain the length of the crown of the head. Release the navel, release the shoulder. Entire body release onto the mat. Here's the exhalation. Both hands on the abdomen. Raise up your knees one by one, keeping your feet flat on the floor. The right arm all the way past the right hip. Roll over onto your right side. Press to sit. Get in a comfortable position. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the trunk. Feel the strength of the legs. Across the chest. Soften the abdomen. Release in the thighs. Lift the navel, lift the sternum, roll the shoulders back, and join your palms. Focus on the breath. Take a slow, deep breath in. Out, release the chin to the chest. Your hands and opens. Have a wonderful Monday and the rest. Thank you, and we will meet